Every cuber should know. +2, where the cube is 1 turn off being solved. This is also a +2. Sometimes it can look very close and you have to look very closely to decide if it's more than 45 degrees off. But that's the rule. If it's more than 45 degrees off, it's a +2. If it's less than 45 degrees off, it's not a +2. An algorithm is a sequence of moves that solves a particular case. This is the T-perm algorithm. It goes like that and solves that particular case. There are loads and loads of different algorithms that cubers will be learning. Average is an average of 5 solves. At cubing competitions, this is calculated by eliminating the best and worst solve of the average and then averaging out the middle 3. So, for example, here we have 5 3x3 cubes. One is ridiculously big, one is ridiculously small, but if we zoom in to the middle 3, we can see that the average size of a cube is 5.5 centimeters. And the other 2 are irrelevant. Likewise, at cubing competitions, that's basically how an average is calculated. The beginner's method is the most basic method of solving a cube. It starts off usually by solving a cross, then solving the first two layers, then solving the second layer, then solving a cross on the top. Then getting all of these corners the same color with one algorithm, then getting all of the corners correct, this is already done in this case, and then using one algorithm to cycle edges to finish it off. That is a very over. Caps usually refers to the center cap, which goes on the middle of each side, although other cubes can have other caps on other pieces. Sometimes you can refer to these pieces as edge caps on the edge, and then yeah, there's loads of different things that could refer to. A case refers to a particular way the pieces are laid out that can be solved with a particular algorithm. So for example, this is an R-perm that can be solved with the R-perm algorithm. A center refers to the piece in the middle of the cube. Obviously on bigger cubes, this can be a lot smaller, and then on even layered cubes, the center refers to the 4 pieces in the center, and you have to solve them all together when you're solving it. The competitor scorecard refers to a scorecard that you'll get given for each event. You put your cube in with the box with your name on the scorecard, so if your name's in there and it's the right group and round of the right event, then you put your cube in the cube cover with that scorecard, and then you have the scrambler has to sign to make sure it's been scrambled correctly. Then the judge will write the time in here with any penalties, and if there are penalties, it will be like 7.32 plus 2 equals 9.32. If it's a DNF, then write DNF. If it's a DNF in a time-limited event such as blind where there's a cumulative time limit, then they'll have to write DNF and then the time you would have got if it had been successful. And then the competitor will sign and then the judge will sign. Make sure that both have signed. The core refers to the thing in the middle of the cube that all the centers revolve around, and then all the edges and corners are connected to the centers but are not directly attached, so they revolve around the core. And that's how a cube works. Corner cutting is where a cube can still turn a layer despite another layer being significantly misaligned. This is a good test of how good a cube is. If it could corner cut more than 45 degrees, then it's probably a pretty good speed cube. Like that. If it could corner cut from anywhere, either up or down, then it is probably a very good speed cube. The easiest way to test is U moves being misaligned and then trying to do R moves, but obviously the same thing will work with other moves. It's just a bit more inconvenient to test.